Today, we're gonna go around downtown Portland, Oregon, checking out all the things that you can do, such as the largest bookstore in the world, the smallest park in the world, and even a witch's castle. We won't be talking about some of the iconic things like the beaches or the wineries because they'll be in a whole separate video, just like there will be a food tour video as well. Trying to keep these videos short for you. Hey guys, it's Jake and welcome to the channel where I share travel videos, tips, and recommendations. And in today's video, we're gonna go over the things to do in Portland, Oregon. Sorry to interrupt the video, but the audio went out and I wanted to finish out the rest of the intro. But in today's video, we'll be going around Portland, Oregon, talking about the things that you can do in the city. There are some iconic things to do that we won't be talking about in this video, like going to Cannon Beach, the waterfalls, or to the wineries, because I didn't want this video to be 25 minutes long, so you're welcome. I'll post that video next week, or if this is way later in the future, you can tap the link up above to be taken to that video. So in this video, what we're gonna talk about is a place to see a waterfall within the city, going to a witch's castle, hanging out at an elementary school, where to get the best view of the city, and so much more. But before we dive in, if you guys could do me a huge favor and tap the like button, it just lets YouTube know that people like the content, so it'll get shared with more people, which is a huge help for me. But let's dive into what to do in downtown Portland. The flight in was super easy since it had an extra legroom on the exit row, and the flight in is really cool because you can get a great view of Mount Hood. Portland is the 26th most populated city in the US and the 6th most on the West Coast. Driving around the downtown area, there are cool buildings and it has a nice downtown feeling to it. First stop we had was to check in at the hotel. Just made it to Portland and we're staying at the Kimpton Hotel Vintage Portland. We were able to use travel rewards, so the stay here is for free. And they do offer certain kind of amenities like free wine and local coffee, so we'll be excited to check that out. We also use the Southwest Companion Pass to get up here, so our total cost so far is $11.20 per person. We did rent a car, so that was more expensive. The hotel was super nice, had things like a game room and a wine bar, but if I was paying, I'm not sure if I would stay there because it was a bit pricey. That is enough of all that. Let's dive into what keeps Portland weird. Coming out Mill Ends Park, so let's switch over to the drone to get the full aerial view. Mill End Park is a tiny urban park consisting of one tree that's located in the median strip. The park is the smallest park in the world according to the Guinness Book of World Records, which first granted it this recognition in 1971. Nearby Mill Ends, you'll find the water park front, which is where you can see some of the cherry blossoms when they're in bloom. You can also locate the iconic Welcome to Portland sign, and nearby you'll see the Pearl District, which is an art district that you can check out as well. The next stop is to find the best view in Portland. We're currently at the Pig Mansion, which is a giant house that's on top of a hill that provides a great overlook of the city. The mansion is about 10 minutes out of town and was originally built in 1914 as a private home for London-born Oregonian publisher Henry Pittick and his wife. The house is 16,000 square feet, has 46 rooms, and sits on 46 acres. That's massive. Lots of people use the area for a picnic or to be able to look over the city because on a clear day you can see Mount Hood in the background. The grounds are free to enter, but you can pay to get into the house. But on to the next thing. We're on our way to Witch's Castle, which has rumors of everything from murders to bathrooms to high school kickers. So we're gonna go try to figure out what it's really about. The path is semi-paved, but we do not have the right shoes for what we're going on. You can find parking on the side of the road, or there is a parking lot as well. The walk down is super easy, and it is a part of the Wild Wood Trail, so there will be people that are just cruising on by. You can also take the trail for a much longer hike if you're interested in that as well. We didn't know what to expect when coming up on the Witch's Castle, but it was sad to see that it was covered in graffiti. Once you're there, you are able to walk around and to explore a lot of the vicinity as well. And the building has been compared to a Tolkien-esque ruins. High school students used to throw parties there on the last day of the school year. The site is pretty cool, but as I had mentioned, it is a bummer that it is such a target for graffiti. Pretty anticlimactic. No supernatural things happen, just a bunch of people walking around, so we're on to the next thing. Whenever we were checking in, they mentioned that they have free wine between 5 and 6, and we can't pass that up. We basically got a free flight, a free room. We might as well get some free wine.
Do you want Merlot or Chardonnay?
Can I get a Merlot, please?
So 2 Merlots?
Yes, please.
Not only is it free, it's actually pretty good. And just like that, day number 1 is over. There are rumors of free local coffee in the morning, so I'm gonna go try to grab some. The free stuff was for sure an added plus. You can get around the city by using the metro, bikes, or we rented a car because we wanted to get out of the city, and paying for parking added up pretty quickly. Now we're gonna check out the McMenamins School, which was an old elementary school that was built in the 1915s. I don't think that's how you say that. And as built in 1915, it was a school which had a lot of acclaim, but is now turned into a hotel. There's bars there, a movie theater, and a variety of things to do. The school has been converted to a hotel, as I mentioned, so it has the old-time feel of walking around the hallways. There are different things within there, such as a brewery. They also have some bars as well, where you can get cocktails and walk freely around the building. They also have a pool and a soaking tub. There's also a movie theater where they have the movies going that you can come in and out of as you please. But we kind of went there reluctantly, and because it was a rainy day, we wanted to do something inside, and overall, I thought that it was a pretty cool place to be. Seeing the waterfalls around Portland are pretty cool, but if you can't make it, I got a backup for you. And if you're not able to make it out to the actual waterfalls, you can still check out some within the city. Just make sure that the water's on. The central feature of Ira Keller Park is the concrete waterfall in the center. You can also stop by Powell's, which is famous for being the largest independent bookstore in the world. We tried to go to some wineries which were outside of Portland, but we weren't able to because we needed a reservation. So we're gonna try to find some tasting rooms which are downtown and see how that goes. We weren't super successful, but maybe you'll have better luck. They have parks. This is a Cathedral Park. Lots of bridges too. The park sits below St. John's Bridge, which is a steel suspension bridge, which is cool. You can also head over to Alberta Street, which is another cool neighborhood filled with art, restaurants, bars, and so much more. The last stop on the list is the Japanese Rose Garden, which is what has been called the best Japanese gardens in the world outside of Japan. The cost is $16.95 for adults to enter, but since I had been to Japan, since all these videos are from the gardens there, I felt that it was okay to skip that one, but you may want to check that out. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a better idea of what to do in downtown Portland. And if you guys want to check out other travel destinations, you can check out my channel page, or there's a link down in the description for some travel articles. And if you want to be around for when I post my next video, do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.